Hello, this is the Cobra MX460SPB, which is a 46 centimetre wide rotary mower or 18 inches. It's self-propelled and it's got a Briggs Stratton engine, so lots of power there. And this is how it arrives with you in this big sturdy cardboard box. So what we're going to do is take it out of the box, get everything out, and I'm going to show you how to assemble it so you can start mowing your lawn with it. So here it is laid out on the bench, everything you need to start mowing. This is all what was in the box. So we've obviously got the main lawnmower unit here, that powerful Briggs Stratton engine there. So we've got a little bit of work to do to assemble the handlebars, really simple. That's part of the side discharge, which I'll talk about. Obviously we've got all the manuals. There's an engine manual and a mower manual there. So everything you need to know about this is in there. So keep that somewhere safe. Oil is always there as well. So we've got the oil for it, that is provided. And then we've got various nuts, bolts, washers, screws for the assembly of the handlebars as well. And then finally, we've got this. This is the grass collection box. Just needs a little bit of assembling, nothing too difficult. What we need to do is to hook these onto this framework here, so this net bag. So we've got these sort of rubber pieces there that just will pull out and hook on. So I tend to do them as we work our way around, just prise them open with your fingers and they just clip around like that. And then finally this one here, and that one is just going to go on nicely there. If I can get that to clip on. So there we go, that one is on there. So they're all on there nice and firmly. Then the other thing we need to do is to fit on the handle. So here's the handle. It will only fit on one way here. So we've got these two little plastic lugs that go into there. It sits like that in position, and then there is a screw that goes from the underside up. So for that you will need a crosshead screwdriver, but to start with we put the base in. So we just position it roughly there, give that a good push, and that will go down into there like that. You just need to give it a little gentle push in the right direction. It's spring loaded and that clicks into place. And then just to secure this piece here, so there's a hole for the screw to go in there, pre-drilled. Just start that off with my fingers, and then you need the screwdriver, and that will then just pick up the hole in the base of the red handle. So we just tighten that in. You could use a power driver, but it's a little bit restricted to get in, but it's nice and easy to do like this. And then we've got our handle there firmly in place on there. So what I'll do is just pop that underneath for a second, and then what we can do is I'll show you how next to put the handlebar assembly together. So the handlebar assembly is really easy to put together. It's in two parts. So what we need to do is just first of all fold this one back and lay it on the ground, or in this case on the bench. And then this one has already got nuts and bolts in there, so it's hinged. So that one will just pull around like that. And you'll notice there we've got two holes. And the reason for that is you can adjust it. So if you're not particularly tall, you can have it there. But if you want to be a bit taller standing at the back, you can raise it a little bit so the handlebar's that little bit higher. I'm going to go for the slightly lower one for me. So bolt through from the outside. We need a washer on there as well, and then we can use that wing nut and just tighten that on all the way, spin it round, and that gives you a really tight fit on there. And then we need to repeat that on the other side. So that's really handy should you, for whatever reason, need to fold the handlebars down to store it. Everything can be folded down if you need to in just a minute or so. So that one is nice and secure. So then we can fix the second part just here. So with this one, this is going to go like this onto these handlebars just here. So again, there's a hole there and there's a hole there, and really you need somebody just to hold this one for you. So if I can just ask Gareth to step in and hold that. So so the assembly is like the base there. So we put the bolt through from the outside, just make sure that's in position. Then the washer like that, and then the wing nut. So again, we can fold this down then if we need to at any point, just to make that nice and tight. And then repeat at this side as well. And the washer, and then our wing nut there. And it needs to be nice and tight so it's firm when we're mowing. Right, so that's the handlebar really sturdy now. So what we need to do now is just do a little bit of work on the top just here. And what we can see is at the top of the handlebar we've got two levers. So we've got this one here which cuts the engine out when we release it, and that has to be pulled in to start the engine. This one gives us the drive. And we've got the two cables here, really easy to fit. It's easy to get them the right way around because the cables, you've got a top cable and a bottom cable, top lever, bottom lever. So I'm just going to pull out this lever here, and then what we do, we can just get the end of this cable here and it just pushes through the hole, locks into place, and then that springs back into the hole. Likewise on the bottom, just pull it out of the hole, that goes through there like that, and then just a little bit of tension and in it goes. So now we've got the cables connected and they're spring loaded like that. So that's all you need to do there. So really, really simple to do that. We've also got some cable clips on here. So what we can do with this, I'm just going to cut off this little cable clip that's on there, just with a little pair of snips, and then we can clamp that onto there. So that just pulls off, and that can be used just to route the cables. I find it easier to put the cables into it and then clip that back on, and they're held snugly in place like that. So they're not going to be wafting around or anything like that. That's it essentially. We've got obviously the grass boxes to look at, but what we need to do now before we can start it is to fuel it up. So we're going to put the oil in first. This is the dipstick here. Sometimes you'll notice there is a little bit of a trace of oil on it. That's just because it was factory tested, but it will have been drained. This engine takes 440 millilitres of oil. It's a 600 millilitre bottle that's provided, so you need to work out. So we need to have about 160 millilitres left in here. So what I'm going to do is put some into it, and then what we can do is we can just check it with the dipstick. I'm just carefully going to pour that in to the engine like that, and we can keep checking that I've got some oil left in the bottle. It's always better to put less in and then put a bit more in than it is to put too much in to start with. So I still need some more in there. So I'm just going to check it, wipe the dipstick, put it in, screw it into position, and then take it out. It's clean oil, so it's a little bit difficult to see, but I'm just up there to the second hole in the dipstick there. So that is perfect. And now we can put some petrol in. So this is fresh petrol, never use stale petrol, any that you've had in a can for a long time. So we're just going to pour some petrol into there, like that. Just enough to start it and show you how it mows. And then any drips we can just wipe off, and that is it. So that is now ready to start. So what we'll do, we'll lift it down off the bench. I can just show you how you put the box on and mow with it, and then we can get it started up and away we go. So there are different methods that you can mow or collect the grass, or however you want to do it, and I'm going to show you. But the first thing is, before I forget, in with all the screws and the nuts and bolts, there are two little plastic lugs. They are important, so do not throw those away. So what we're going to do is just fit these into the back here. So if we lift this flap, we'll see we've got two little holes there, and one slots into this side like that, and then the other one goes into there like that. So that basically stops that flap going all the way down. So if we're mowing without the mulch plug in, it means that the grass won't clog up. It's still got an exit and it will blow it down onto the lawn. Inside we have got a mulch plug, and we get that out by just giving it a squeeze like that. That just releases it from that hole. The mulch plug can be used if you don't want to collect the grass clippings. You put that in, it stops the grass blowing out the back, but it chops it really finely underneath the deck and blows it down into the cover of the grass. Feeds the lawn, you get a lovely green lawn, but the secret is not to mow too close, and you have to do it on a regular basis. If you don't want to mulch, but you don't want to collect, just put that down and the grass will blow out there like that. For collection, again, we just put on the box, so that just hooks on simply like that, and then the grass will be blown into the grass collection box. And here we've got this little flap that goes up and down. When that's flapping with the flow of air, it means that grass is going in. When it stops, it's full and we need to empty it. So keep your eye on that when you're mowing. Tells you when to empty the box. If you want to use the side discharge, you would take the grass collection box off and we would fit our mulch plug back in like that, and then this goes on the side here. Now this is great if you're mowing long grass, if you've got a little paddocky area or long paths or a little orchard and we don't want to collect it or mulch it because it's too long. We basically lift that flap by pushing in the red button there. That simply clicks underneath there and that holds it in place. So instead then the grass is blown out the side in rows. So perfect if the lawn's got a little bit long and you need to get it down and it's too long to collect, side discharge it and then you can rake it up that way. We're going to mow traditionally with the collection box on, so I have taken out the mulch plug and that can now go back into position like that. So a couple of things to show you. First of all, the height of cut is this lever just here. So it's on the lowest at the moment, always is when you buy it, but you can get to be quite tall there if you want. So if you've got long grass, then you can raise that height of cut and then gradually lower it down. And my tip would always be never mow your lawns too close anyway. You don't want to scalp them. So I would potentially go about that height. And then here we've got the recoil, so we use this to start it, but we can attach it to the handlebar here. What we do is pull in this front lever here, and that just allows us to pull it out slowly. It won't start, and then we can hook that into there like that. So that's there now. So we can start the mower from a standing position. So that's it, it's ready to go. It's all set up. We've got oil in there, we've got the petrol in there. So starting procedure is very simple with this. We've literally got two levers, there's no throttle, no choke. The only thing we need to do when it is cold, there is a prime button just down here, which is just on the side here, this red button. So we would push that several times when it's cold just to get some petrol through into the carburettor. So we've primed it, we've got the two levers there, we pull this one in to start it, and then when the engine's running, we push this one and that will propel us forward. So let's give it a go. And there we go, we just release the levers and it stops immediately. Great little mower, ideal for small to medium sized lawns and various ways that you can cut the grass, so perfect little mower.
Remember to register your Cobra online at cobragarden.co.uk. Always have your Cobra serviced regularly. Check the website for your nearest dealer.